just want to beritahu yang Ministry of Deputy Minister of Education. I mentioned this now that he liked that it's possible to publish your findings. That's not that cheap, your thesis. He said it's possible to publish them. I don't know whether the ministry has any budget to help, but he likes to see that rather than just to keep it home or in the library. In UBD, I think that you have those who are from UBD, if you're doing your thesis, those who study in UBD, so they kept a copy, I think more than one copy, one in the library. And there is those who are studying overseas. I think they should. The training center here can have a copy. And those who are doing like us, we give a copy to the museum. So I think there must be a central body, I don't know, BDRC, perhaps aid this function that as a collecting for all this research done. At the moment, it's only it's just regulating function. This BDRC. I think it has not met for several years now. UBD is the secretary, and then it's chaired by one of the AMO PubSec.
I think Denku, you're talking about two things here. You're talking about a repository, okay, where essentially people, researchers, master's level students, PhD students, whoever, who have undertaken a significant research, wanting to actually deposit their work. And I think this is a very good idea, and I would actually like to challenge you guys for the UK chapter to come up with this one. Because you've got your competitors in Australia, in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Brunei. Macam mana caranya? We've got we've got very smart people in this room, and whether or not barangkali Cikgu Abdullah can support that. I think kita ada website kan for Brunei students, and you don't have to publish everything, just the title and an abstract of what you've done at Tuba. And I guess that will excite people in Brunei because they don't know what you guys are doing at the moment. And of course, when you get back, you don't know where to deposit your work. So a repository in UK one. There's the other issue of accessibility. Am I right? Accessibility of for information, for data and all that sort of stuff. I like to bring this up actually because I'm concerned about this in that. It's a recurring theme. Everyone seems to be having great difficulties accessing data di Brunei and Iba. I'll have to take it at a higher level, probably the PubSec forum, and find out from them exactly. Because I know they're very keen for us to undertake, or you guys to undertake substantive research to try and help them. So I don't see any reason why there should be substantive delay, difficulties in accessing some of the data. So.
May I just add to that? I mean, like you highlighted, there's smart people in this room, and today's proof that there are really talented Bruneians and people taking initiative. But at the same time, there's also that sensitivity issue and repercussions, and in that sense, it's keeping us static. So how do you think? What are your plans to move even more in that sense? Because at this moment in time, there seems to be that miscommunication between researchers.
What are your plans? Yeah, that's what Yusof can. Your plans are to Yusof to move all this to change. Have a comment? Good question. Define sensitivity.
Sensitivity, basically, I come from a social science background, so basically politics is a bit off-bound. But sometimes for you to have an appreciation of your own political system, you need to be able to criticize it. At the same time, it's hard to do so in viewers. So, I mean, obviously there are people have this mindset. So how do we actually break down these kind of barriers?
I don't think I'll be able to give any sort of satisfactory answer. I mean, I'm going to disappoint you really on this one. I feel, there's different level of sensitivity. It's all very relative. I have said and done a lot of things which some people would consider ultra sensitive, whereas other people wouldn't even bat an eyelid, to the sort of things that we do, for example. Okay. I guess you don't know till you do it. That's number one. Okay. Secondly, so long as what you're doing until barangkali doesn't what you call this can gather forces out there, to actually rebel against the government, perhaps. It's a difficult question. It's a very good question. I find it very. Hey, listen, I'm really not a true nyorang. Well, that's not the right word. I better be careful with this one. No, because you see, I've been appointed from the private sector. Okay, my approach to things when I run the university is to run it as a business, because it is a business of education, and I want to make sure that the government will get its return of investment, and I think that's very important. Now, the ROIs might not be monetary, it could be, the human capital that's been developed post-education, for example, post-higher education or research. But I'd like to hear as one.
Yeah, on one point.